What's happening, everybody? We are actually live. The Vega team just descended on Excellence Real Estate corporate offices, and we're here with our leader, our CEO, and our founder, Mr. Michael Yoke. Mike, thank you for allowing us to be here.
You know what? Ulysses, somebody says, hey, Ulysses is here in the front. I go, tell him to wait a couple minutes. And when he walked in, we finished. We called out number 35.
Yeah, G135.
And everything. And here we are today.
Dropping
so,
off
Mr. Ulysses, what brings you into corporate today?
Normally, when I used to be at the other brand, I hated paying fees. It's just something that we had to do. But it's always a pleasure taking care of the brand that has taken care of us for 2.5 years. And I can't believe that in March the 1st, it'll be 3 years with the Excellence brand. And time flies when you're having fun. I think out of the 14.5 years that I've been in the business, these 3 have been just a blessing. We're having fun. We're growing, helping a lot of families, 20 agents and counting.
Let me ask you a question now.
I don't look like the broker owner right now. I look like a civilian. No, seriously.
I'm going to an event tonight, so that's why I'm all dressed up and everything. But anyways, before you were a top producer. I remember you had your truck wrapped.
Yeah, the famous Realtor Mobile from the other brand.
Out there. But now, as an owner, being at it for 2.5 years, how has that changed? I mean, what is that?
It's obviously it's a different role now as a leader, as a trainer, as a mentor, be able to develop new talent. And it's not about me producing, it's about empowering my agents to make them 6-figure earners. And
now let me ask you this. Let's say Ulysses decided to close shop. Let's just say that. I know he's not going to happen.
There's 2 chances, slim and none.
Would you ever go back as an agent, or the taste already of ownership, you'll work on your own?
No. I mean, once you have a taste of ownership and just the possibilities and the doors that have opened because of it, no, absolutely not. And has it been easy the last 2.5 years? Absolutely not. But I wouldn't do it any other way.
It's still not easy for me. Here I am as the leader. It's still.
And if we have pressure, I cannot even imagine what Rosita and Mike go through with having to have 55 plus offices and 700 plus agents under the Excellence umbrella. So
I always tell the people, and this is something I haven't told you. I said the minute as a top producer, you hire a coach, you hire people to keep you motivated.
Yeah, it's not easy.
The best coach that you can have is your own office. Because you know what? When you have your office, you have to produce.
Or else you won't be there next month.
It's like a child. If I'm all depressed, and all of a sudden they drop a child in a basket. Now all of a sudden you have to take care of that child.
Yeah.
And because you got to take care of that
child. I have
child,
20 of them. I love them to death.
You have to nourish in it. You got to make sure
pamper them, guide them.
It keeps you on the cutting edge. And that's the thing with owning an office, is that now
the best decision of my life. And honestly, you don't want to live with regrets, but I guess it's the what if I would have done it sooner. And I just wish I would have listened to this man back in 2011 when he was like, "You're gonna be an owner," and I'm like, "No, I don't know."
You know what?
You remember those days?
No, yes and no. Right now you wish you could have done it back then, but see, you weren't ready.
My time wasn't there.
It wasn't there. If I would have forced it on you, you probably wouldn't have had the success you're having today, because you had to see this side of the world, this side, to go ahead and connect. And when you were ready,
we made it happen. And again, we've been with Excellence for March the 1st. It'll be 3 years, and we're going to be at the Excellence Awards, picking up our 3rd consecutive. And we're here to drop off 5 closings.
5 closings. So.
And this is still January. And again, we closed that $1 million plus double ender. And again, we're setting the tempo. I know that there's a lot of agents out there that want to come after us, and the number top 5 place. And
Now, I'm going to put this on camera.
Please, absolutely.
You weren't. I'm not supposed to, but
no, but please do.
you send me a text
Oh boy.
that you were very PO'd at yourself
Yeah.
because
yeah.
you didn't come as
I
you
didn't
weren't
come
number
through.
one.
Yeah. Well.
You were fighting so hard to get there, and at the end you ended up number 2. And to you, number 2
Failure.
is not good enough.
No,
so this year you're revving it up 10 times more.
And here's the thing: at the end of the day, let's give credit to where credit is due. Jose and Vanessa are running a machine, and I give them all the respect and the love of the world. I admire them and respect them.
But it still pissed you off.
Of course, and again, that's what keeps me. That's what drives me, and it's offices like theirs, it's team like theirs, and Mario Mariscal, which I love him to death, and obviously Corina and everybody that's doing big things drive me.
I'm going to tell you a secret, and a secret that we're going to bring it out. Around 10 of you guys feel the same way, and you know what? All those 10 of them are saying, we're going to work my ass out because I'm going to be your number 1. So you're in for some competition. Right now in January, nobody can say you're number 2, number 3. You're number 1 right now. But now you got to stay there because you got people coming in the background
of course,
going after
of course. And again, I welcome the opportunity. I welcome the challenge. And again, those that tasted success last year, we've been in the top 4 the last 2 years, and those that are starting to bark a little louder, we're definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with. And all I have to say is that you better bring it and give us your best shot, because we're not going to fall with one shot.
You better bring in your
A
A
game.
game, right? Because the A game is gonna be there.
We have to, and at the end of the day, whether we finish 5, 4, whatever, all I know is that we're fighting for a top 5, and every single year that we've been with Excellence, we've increased our numbers, our closings. We went from 15 million to 22.5. We want to do at least 36, and if that's good enough for number 1, so be it. And if not,
it's okay.
We're still increasing it by a chunk.
But at the end of the day,
I love your ring. Look at this. This is what Super Bowl winners and the Excellence organization look like. So it ain't bragging. You don't get these by putting a bubble machine in a quarter. You actually have to work hard. And there's the proof of the pudding.
I like that. Well, here's the thing. At the end of the day, if those 10 groups, 10 individuals fight for that number 1 spot, at the end of the day, one thing we know is you guys are going to put out 120%. And where you get there, at the end of the day, you're going to make the money, you're going to make the production. And if you don't land the first spot, you'll be pissed off a little bit. But you know what? There's always next year.
Or a lot of it. So what are we doing? We're taking care of our founder, our leader. And again, without him, my dream wouldn't be possible. My agent's dream of being with me wouldn't be possible. So it starts with him.
Well, one thing for sure, I will make every effort to let Ulysses and everybody know that somebody's behind you, so you need to step it up. I'm going to put the pressure on you guys.
Please do. I welcome it. So to 5 closings, actually to 7 closings in January. So
all right.
You guys better keep up.
We better keep up, because
if you can't take the heat, what do they say? Get out of the kitchen, right?
Get out of the kitchen.
And we are gourmet chefs. So reporting live from the Excellence Real Estate headquarters.
Mr. Excellence,
the sexy realtor.
signing out.
Later.